All right, let's dive into something that I think is going to blow your mind. We're talking about a powerful and honestly often overlooked secret to actually getting what you want in life. And here's a hint, it probably has nothing to do with what you're asking for.
I mean, come on. We've all been there, right? You put a wish out there, you want a new job, a great relationship, whatever it is, and then crickets. It's so frustrating, and it can make you feel like this whole manifestation thing is just a bunch of nonsense.
But what if I told you the problem isn't what you're asking for, and it's not even how you're asking? The real breakdown, the real roadblock, is happening somewhere else entirely in the process.
See, it all comes down to this one crucial, almost forgotten rule. This is the thing that actually decides whether your wishes come to life or just fizzle out.
And boom, there it is. The whole secret in one sentence. This is such a game changer. The universe, God, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't really respond to your words. It responds to who you are inside. It responds to your energy. So what exactly is your internal state? Well, think of it as your dominant feeling, your deep down core belief about your situation. It's the vibe you're putting out 24/7. That state is the real magnet, and your words, they're just kind of secondary.
And this really shows the two sides of the coin, doesn't it? If you ask for something, but your internal state, your vibe, is full of doubt, you're constantly wondering, when's it going to come? How's it going to happen? You're actually just creating more doubt and more waiting. But the believing mind, it's on a whole other level. It operates from a place of knowing. It's already done.
So, okay, how do we actually put this into practice? How do we get into that believing mind? Well, it breaks down into a really simple but incredibly profound three-step process. Step 1, ask. That's easy, right? We all know what we want. And step 3, receive, is really just about letting it happen. But step 2, believe, that's the engine of this whole thing. And it's not just hoping. It is a deep internal shift into the feeling of having it right now. Now, I know this can sound a little abstract, a little woo-woo, so let's look at a real-world example of how this plays out. This is the story of a doctor who was stuck in what seemed like an impossible spot. So she really wanted to go to this weekend class, but her clinic was swamped, totally booked up. Logically, on paper, there was just no way she could get away. That was her reality. So what did she do? She used the process. She asked for what she wanted. And then, and this is the absolute key, she shifted her internal state. She started to feel as if she was already at the class. She lived in that reality inside her own mind. And what happened? Another doctor called her, completely out of the blue, and offered to cover her entire clinic for the weekend. The how just sorted itself out the second her internal state changed. Amazing, right? Okay, so if that whole feeling as if things still feels a little tricky, don't worry. There's an absolutely perfect analogy for this. Honestly, when I heard this, it made everything click into place. Think about ordering food from a delivery app on your phone. You know what you want, you scroll, you find it, and you tap place order. And then what do? You just let it go. You don't sit there stressing about whether the chef has the ingredients or if the delivery driver is going to get lost. You just trust that it's on its way. And that feeling right there, that calm, confident expectation, that is the exact internal state we're talking about. It's the feeling of knowing your order has been placed, the kitchen's working on it, and it's coming. No doubt, no worry. Just trust. This just reframes the whole thing, doesn't it? You're not on your knees begging the universe for a favor. No, you are confidently placing an order from the menu of life, knowing that the kitchen is already on it. So I'm going to leave you with that thought. Stop wishing and start ordering. Get crystal clear on what you want, place that order with absolute belief, and then just get ready to receive it. The only question left is, what are you going to order first?